Good morning to all. Let's start with the lecture. So today we are going to continue with the employability skills chapter. So we have done ICT skills topic out of that, and the next one is entrepreneur skills. So let's move on to the book first of all. Entrepreneurship skills. The very first thing is one point over written over here that there is a National Institute of Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, and it's an organization which comes under the Ministry of Skills and Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. So this institution is responsible for giving training as well as consultancy to promote entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship है क्या? If you talk about this word entrepreneur, it is derived from a French word entreprendre, which means to undertake. Undertake means to start something, right? So, a purposeful activity to initiate, maintain, and aggrandize profit-oriented business. So, if you start up your own business, right? So that such activity is called as entrepreneurship, right? So the process by which individual pursue opportunities without regard to the resources they currently control. So basically, it's an economic process where an idea is generated or an opportunity is created, refined, developed, and implemented while being exposed to uncertainty to realize a profit by effective utilization of resources. So this is the um, definition of entrepreneurship, right, which is basically covering everything. तो ये एक process है जिसमें one person creates an idea. Like if I want to start some business, I must have an idea. So we generate an idea, right, where we can create, then we can redefine, then we can develop and implement whatever idea you have thought in your mind regarding any business. So we create that thing, then we refine that thing, we polish that thing, right? उसको develop करते हैं, उसको implement करते हैं, right? So that we can get a good profit, and we could utilize all sort of resources that we have, right? तो एक तरह का business शुरू करना is entrepreneurship, individual level, at your own level, right? Psychologists, they define entrepreneurs are the person who is typically driven by psychological forces. So they have some kind of psychological forces which actually push them to achieve certain things, certain goals in their lives, right? So psychology say, sociologists define entrepreneurs as the person whose action would determine social status, right? So whatever action such people are doing, उससे उनका social status जो है वो strong होता है, right? So they could contribute to social development also. Characteristics. Entrepreneurship के characteristics क्या है? It is an economic activity done to create, develop and maintain profit oriented organization. So एक economic activity है जिसमें money involve होती है, right? And we create, we develop and we maintain certain profit oriented organization, right? We maintain our organization which generates some profit for you. It begins with identifying an opportunity. We always starts with, you have to identify an opportunity, right, as a potential to sell and make profit in the market. So opportunity is must be related to you want to sell something, and you want to make some profit in the market. So that's the main point when you start with the business. So it deals with optimization and utilization of resources, right? So we'll use the resources available with us, and we'll use them in an optimum way, in the best possible way, right? So that's also one important characteristics. It is the ability of an enterprise and an entrepreneur to take risk. Now risk factor is again very important whenever you start up a business. So risk लेना पड़ता है, right? You sometimes you have to invest, right? You may not be clear whether you are going to get profit or not, but still you have to invest. So that is a risk, right? So a risk are to be taken by the enterprise or the entrepreneur. Fine. Then is qualities of successful entrepreneur. What are the qualities required? First is initiative. All entrepreneurs must be initiative in their thoughts, right? They must be able to take some initiate actions. They must start up some action and take advantage of the opportunities. So लाइफ में जहाँ पे भी अपॉर्चुनिटी दिखी उसको अवेल करना, this is called as initiative, right? Because if you miss one opportunity, that opportunity may not come again, right? Then second thing is a person who is willing to take risk. जो रिस्क ले सकता है वो बिजनेस भी कर सकता है, right? Every business, it's not that every business earns a profit. Sometimes you go a downfall also. You may not have profit, you may lose your money, right? You may lose an investment that you have done. It happens. But the thing is, risks are to be taken. You have to take risk to invest, and then look for profit at the end, right? The one who takes risk in a business is always successful, right? Then ability to learn from experience. This is also one very important aspect, because psychologically, if we see, so people tend to go do suicide and all if say their business are not going down. So ये चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए. Always try to learn from the bad experiences or good experiences you have in your life, right? Even if you lose some money, right? Even if you lose your business, but try to learn from that problem that you have, that is there in your life. Okay, why that problem has occurred, why your business is down, and then try to improve over that, right? So whatever experience you have, whether good or bad, should try to learn from that experience, right? So that will help you in future. Motivation is again very important, required. It's required in whenever you're doing any kind of business, right? So once you get motivated, you can do anything. You will not rest until you complete it, right? So motivation is very important. So motivation can be done with the help of external sources, or it can motivation, you can motivate yourself also, right? Internal motivation can also be there. Internal motivation कैसे आती है? स्टोरी वगैरह पढ़ो, जो सक्सेसफुल लोग हैं उनकी स्टोरीज पढ़ो, go through magazines, right? Right, and do not sleep until you complete it, right? And external resources are like you have good people around you, your family members, your friends, so they keep on motivating you, right? They keep on encouraging you, okay, yeah, don't worry, do keep on doing good work, right? So that develops a kind of interest for your work. If interest is not there, then the work will not be in a better way, cannot be done in a better way. Then self confidence, you should have confidence on yourself, right? The one who lacks the confidence may not be able to achieve in life. Why? Because if you lack in confidence, you will leave the things in between. If you find some difficulty and you are not able to tolerate, you will leave that. So this is a very bad aspect of life, right? You should have confidence even if you're going down, but you should have confidence, नहीं भाई मैं कर लूंगा, मैं ऐसे better करके दिखाऊंगा, right? So this kind of thing must be there. Self confidence is reflected in courage, enthusiasm, and ability to lead. Right. So when you have self-confidence, you people will have courage also. You will be enthusiast, right, and you'll be able to lead with your work, whatever you're doing. Hard work is again important part. There is no substitute for that. While running a business, uh, problems will come every day, right? So you have to deal with such kind of problems, and it can only be dealt if you keep on doing your hard work, right? So you should know how to deal with such problems and how can you tackle those problems, right? So hard work means like if a person cannot afford to say that office hours are over now and I will not work any longer. So this kind of attitude will not help you, because if you're not doing any kind of hard work, then you cannot say these words. Sometimes the people has to work whole night also, so that is actually the hard work, right? Then decision making ability, right? See, in entrepreneurship or in any kind of business you have to take decisions in between, right? So decisions like whatever production you are doing, if you feel that there must be some change in the production, you can do it, right? So these decisions you should take positively and quickly also, as fast as can, right? So that will help you to flourish your business, right? Because if you did not take decisions in time, then you may miss the opportunities and all, right? You can go with losses also. So suitable and timely decisions are required. Then the type of entrepreneurs, what are the categories? There are many types. One are the service enterprises, the person who gives services, right? So these entrepreneurs either create a new market for their services or produce services in an existing market. So either you create new kind of service for the people, or you give services to the market which is already available with us, right? And service can be of different nature, different size, right? Different area. So next is your business entrepreneurs who undertake business and trading activities, right? So business as well as trading activities comes under a business entrepreneur, and identifies the potential of the product in a market. From that point onwards, the business and the trading entrepreneur is responsible for stimulating demand of the product. So they identify the potential of the product, whatever their product are going to make, will that product will stay in the market or not, right? Then from that point only, he'll be responsible for stimulating the demand to the product. So it whatever products they have made, उसकी demand कैसे carry out करनी है, कैसे उसको demand को increase करना है, that will be stimulated, right? So that's these are entrepreneurs who basically do business and trading activities, right? Service industries में जैसे हम लोग restaurants and all हैं, these are service industries where people they are giving services to other people, right? They are helping others. Like advertisement industry where you are creating ads for some more companies, other companies. ये सर्विस एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हो गए, बिजनेस जिनका सारा सारा कुछ अपने हाथ में होता है, right? Industrial entrepreneurs, they are basically manufacturers, right? Those who are manufacturing some product, right? So they will identify the needs of the customer and create products or services to serve them, right? So they start through an industrial unit to create a product. For example, electronic industries, industrial entrepreneurship, textile, machine, manufacturing units, all comes under this, right? So wherever manufacturing is done for some other companies or for directly for the customers. That kind of category is the entrepreneur, industrial entrepreneurs. Agriculture entrepreneurs so agriculturists have now introduced new technology and innovative technology to maximize the yield, right? So these people are also called as agricultural entrepreneurs now, right? Because they people use a lot of new technologies and innovative technologies nowadays to um, increase their yield, increase the productivity. Fine. Then we have technical entrepreneurs. Now, technical entrepreneurs are basically the one who rely on industrial revolution or industry, right? So, because in industries, different kind of machines, tools are used, and to maintain these machines and tools, some technical experts are required, right? So, if you are going giving services like this, so you come under technical entrepreneurs, right? So they keep on innovating themselves to make industrial process seamless and efficient. So innovation is required, and with this innovation, whatever industrial process is going on, whatever the industry is creating, that things can be done or work can be done there in an effective and efficient way. Non-technical, right? Now these entrepreneurs use their expertise in providing services to create a market for technical entrepreneurs. So basically, they are helping technical entrepreneurs, right? So they, the one who create a market for the technical entrepreneurs, right? They are not concerned with the manufacturing process, but they have more to do with before and after the manufacturing process. So this part is important. So they are not concerned with whatever manufacturing is done. उनका manufacturing से कोई लेना देना नहीं. Manufacturing में कोई fault है, वो technical entrepreneurs handle करेंगे. So their work is to done before any manufacturing process and after any manufacturing process, right? So manufacturing से पहले का analysis और manufacturing के बाद का analysis ये लोग देखते हैं. Then we have professional entrepreneurs. Um, they starts a business, nurtures it, and make it reach a point for self-sustenance. So basically, they are the one who started the business, and they start a business, nurtures it, and then all whatever they are doing it for self-sustenance, right? So they are basically um, getting profit for themselves only. And once your sustenance is received, right, you reach to that point, then the entrepreneurs sell their business and starts a new one, right? So such this cycle keeps on moving, right? So it's basically a cycle which is there, right? So you start a business, you explore your business, enhance your business, and then you reach certain level, and at that level you sell your business to some other organizations, and then you start with a new one. So this cycle keeps on going. ये professional entrepreneurs होते हैं. IT entrepreneurs, because IT is now a part of each and every industry, right? IT means your information technology is there, part of each and every industry. Whatever industry you talk about, whatever entrepreneurship you talk about, IT is a part of it. So we need a person who could help, who could um, enhance the technology for giving better output, better productivity, right? And it's in all field, as I told you, electronics ho, mechanical ho, civil ho. So IT entrepreneurs are in, they are always available for them, right? The person who was generally giving services related to IT to all other industries are called as IT entrepreneurs, right? Then we have a category called as women entrepreneurs, where women they take up entrepreneurship, right? So they start up a business for their own profit. So such Women are called as women entrepreneurs, right? So they are also taking initiatives, um, right? And many of them have even made it to the top. Many women entrepreneurships and entrepreneurs, they are amongst the best in the world or best in the country, you can say. Social entrepreneurs who focuses on developing solutions that benefits the society. Social means the one who is working for the society, right? So basically they are developing, they are generating funds or implementing solutions directly for the society, environment, culture, and all, right? So they are dealing with funds, they're getting money, they're, or you can say they are collecting money, collecting funds, but that fund and money is used for betterment of the society or environment or culture, right? So such people are called as social entrepreneurs. फैमिली बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, ये फैमिली ट्री जो फॉलो करते हैं. A family or an individual runs a business successfully and then passes it to the next generation. So इसको हम family business entrepreneurship कहते हैं, right? So one person of the family starts a business and then it passes on to the next part of person of the same family, right? अब इसमें भी categories हैं. First generation entrepreneurs are the one who those who do not have entrepreneurship background, right? So they are the one who basically started the steps, right? Any individual who starts at the age of 50 years without any entrepreneurship background is the first generation entrepreneur, the one who starts the business, and there is no one who is in that business from his ancestors. वो ऐसे बंदे को हम फर्स्ट जनरेशन एंटरप्रेन्योर बोलते हैं, right? The age doesn't matter. So if person can start it at 50 years or a person can start at 17 years, both are first generations, right? Then talking about roles and functions of entrepreneurs, what are the things which one entrepreneur should function? What are the things which he should perform? Major functions which are performed by entrepreneur. Identifying the um, entrepreneurial opportunities. These are the opportunities in the world of business, right? So these are based on human needs like food, fashion, education, right, which are constantly changing, right? So fashion, education, all these are changing at regular interval of time, right? So they are not realized by the general public, but an entrepreneur senses the opportunities faster than others. This is the best quality of an entrepreneur, right? लाइक अभी आपने इस साल में देखा होगा कि जब एजुकेशन है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अर्लियर एजुकेशन वाज स्टिक टू बेसिकली दे आर bounded in the schools only. Now the education is done through technology only. There's no school going on. So the people who realizes this thing now, they can, they have changed their kind of business into technical, like we people have just changed to online classes and all those things, right? So this is basically your identifying the opportunities, right? So the person who want to become an entrepreneur must have imagination, creativity, and innovativeness. They must think, they have the power to think, they have the power to create certain effective things, and they have to innovate new things, fine. Then turning ideas into action. So whatever ideas, whatever innovations they think of, unko reality में बदलना, right? So they should be able to collect information regarding the ideas, product, and practices, and that whatever ideas they have collected, it should be brought into actual practice. Feasibility study So these entrepreneurs, they conduct studies to assess the market feasibility. They must know how to get that study done, right? So whatever product or services they are going to give or they are giving, so they should make some assess whether it is your product is doing good or not. What are the things which are required to be changed, right? Right. So assess quantity, qualities, costs, sources of input required to run the entrepreneurs. So whatever things which are required for running one entrepreneurship, so the person should be able to um, anticipate such problems, right? Then is resourcing. So see, entrepreneurs, they need a lot of resources. Resources में क्या क्या आता है? Money, machine, raw material, workforce, right? First of all, they need money, they need technical machines, they need raw materials for the production they want to do, they need workforce, they need manpower, right? So identifying these resources is again very important function. Then is setting up an enterprise. For setting up, they had to the entrepreneurs may need to fulfill some legal formalities, right? So we have to take permission, like if you want to start up a small scale business, let's say, so we need to have a suitable location. We cannot start up in the um, residential areas, right? The premises, right? Then for installing some heavy machinery, you need to take permission from the government, right? And likewise, there are many other tasks which we need to think over while starting up a business. Then is managing entrepreneurs. Once you start it, you have to manage it effectively, right? The person has to manage the workforce, because if you have, let's say, people working under you, you should know how to manage them. You have to give them proper assistance, right? Material, managing the material, raw material और final goods, इनको मैनेज करना, उनकी स्टोरिंग करना, उनको कहीं कहाँ लगाना है, कैसे ट्रांसपोर्ट करना है, all such things. Then finances, whatever money you are getting, whatever resources you are getting, उसको manage करना, right? And production of goods and services, whatever you are doing at your business, so all such things are to be managed, right? So that you can get appropriate returns, appropriate profit. Growth and development. So once you start up a business, then you should think of some higher goals, because that is not a end point. So right, you should think of achieving some better goal. You should have some good goals, and what all things you should do to achieve much better in your business, right? Right. So you should keep on moving. That's the important thing. Then is what motivates an entrepreneur. Every human has a nature to create and procreate, or to dream and work to fulfill their dreams. Everybody thinks so, right? But very few of them are able to achieve their goals, right? Many of them are not able to handle their failures, right? So so an entrepreneur, on the other hand, has the potential and willingness to overcome all kind of hurdles that are coming in between, right? So these people, they find some way out, so that in case any kind of problem is also coming in their dreams, so they could handle that problem, and then they could achieve their dreams and fulfill their goals, right? So these are some of the qualities that motivates them, right? So ऐसी अच्छी क्वालिटीज क्या होंगी ऐसे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स में जो मोटिवेट करती है उनको? फर्स्ट इज स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ एक्सीलेंस. An entrepreneur constantly sets high standards and strive to attain the standard of excellence by hard work and showing innovativeness. So, see, two things are there: hard work and innovativeness. So, when you are doing these two things, you can achieve any kind of goal. So, first thing is you need to set high standards. The goal should be of high standard, right? Means it should not be very easily achievable. It should be achievable with a lot of hard work and innovativeness. So we should set such kind of standards, right? Standards of excellence should be chosen. Uniqueness should be there. One of the most important quality is to remain unique in everything, right? Because uniqueness से आपकी identification हो जाएगा, this product belongs to this person only, या this company only. Then focus on long term goals. Long term goals are again very important. लॉन्ग टर्म गोल्स मतलब आज से 5 साल 10 साल के बाद आप आपका बिजनेस कहाँ जाएगा. We should think over that also, and then we'll progress in the same way, right? Entrepreneur focuses more on what is to be achieved in distant future rather than in the near future, right? So ज़्यादा देर 5 साल 10 साल 20 साल के बाद कहाँ होगे उस पर फोकस करो. And then you have to plan and work patiently for achieving those goals. Need to influence. Entrepreneurs perceives one idea as revolutionary and expects them to influence the world in a substantial way. So whatever idea a person has, so an entrepreneur has, that idea, that idea will have impact on the world, right? Their ideas have impact on the world. It's written there also, right? And some have completely changed the look of the world. So this idea, your idea should be revolutionary, right? So as a waged employee person is someone who works for an individual organization, get paid for the same. And the entrepreneur is a self-employed person who strives to make business better by taking risk and trying new ideas. So this creating new ideas are very important, because if you are a good entrepreneur, so whatever risk you're taking, whatever ideas you're creating, those ideas are going to transform into various ways, right? So your business will grow in that case, right? So certain stories and examples are given. You can just go through these. That is identifying the opportunities and risk taking. Some ways by which aspiring entrepreneurs can identify new business opportunities and evaluate their potential and risk are as follows. What are the ways by with the help of which entrepreneurs identify new opportunities? First is community concerns. Look for the issues that are concerning your community. So all the issues which are concerned to the community right now, we should look over those things. Sometimes starting locally can give you huge benefits, right? So identify the inefficiencies which are there, and analyze how an idea can help and evaluate the risk involved, right? Inefficiencies को identify करना और analyze that how you can create an idea which can help and evaluate the risk. So you should analyze that part also, right? So this is again very important thing. Personal experiences, many ideas they are changing ideas, they came from the experience of a person throughout his life. So that also changes, uh, that also pays the effect, right? If you want to become an entrepreneur, you must listen to the personal stories of successful entrepreneurs and draw the inspirations, right? You should have those things in your mind always. So they teaches you some powerful lessons in entrepreneurship, right? So you will get some business strategies how to deal such kind of business, right? Then research with others, speak to like-minded people, and get involved with social groups, join local startup groups, right? So many time discussions also gives you various opportunities, right? While discussing with somebody, you may get an opportunity from that person, or he may be knowing to some person who is beneficial for you, so that link up can be made, right? Right, then see, Mark Zuckerberg thought about a simple idea of connecting with his college friends through internet. So he developed Facebook, right? So he has a simple idea that he want to collect all his friends through internet, and that's how he created Facebook. And you know the Facebook where it is right now. Startups, a startup is a company that is in the first stage, right? Startup मतलब वो company जो start हो रही है. Startup and a traditional business ventures are different, right? Traditional business ventures are which are ancestral, right? Where it was started way back in 100 years before, and then still going on. And startup are the new ones. Startups is often financed by funders. So founders जो हैं जिन्होंने start किया है business, they finance that startup business until the business gets off the ground. Gets off the ground means that it starts yielding profits, right? Then it gets outside finances and investments. Despite of getting profits, you can get finance from outside also, from banks and some funding institutes or what you say organizations, right? Startup can be done in various ways, like it covers up technology, healthcare, food, reality, virtual realities, right? Some more points are given regarding startups. Startups can be started with minimum investment. So whenever you're starting, you think of starting with a minimum kind of investment, right? Um, Most of the startups thrives on an idea that involves technology or technology-driven solutions. Like a lot of startups have started online food delivery. Now delivery of food is online. Online means you are using internet or technology for connecting with people, right? You create an app, then you partner with food service providers or restaurants, right? And then help in the home delivery of the foods. Then it seeks financial investments differently than most small business. They rely on capital that comes via angel investors and venture capital firms, while small business operations rely on loans and grants. So, small business rely on loans and grants, and then the startups they rely on investors. Startups come with an innovative idea. At the same time, they look like to get guidance and mentoring of experts. So whenever a person is going for a startup business, तो पहले तो इनोवेटिव आइडिया तो उसका अपना है, but you need guidance, you need mentoring from the experts, right? So most of the people who started a startup business joins various groups at local or global level for continued support, right? So they join some groups where some mentors and experts are there which can guide them. Startup India is a initiative of Government of India, and um, it's helping people to start up their own business, right? Even the state governments has also given created some startup policies for the people, right? So any new startup is there in India will get some regulatory and tax benefits, right? Capital gain exemptions are there, right? And we can also get funds from the government. So startupindia.in is a website which is available, right? That is used for this purpose. Chalo, that's it. I'll end up now, right?